This is the Jumper non-contact infrared thermometer. It does have 3 different modes on it where you can check the temperature of the room or check your temperature, or you can check some objects here. And it does have some of the instructions on the back so you can figure out what the different buttons do. So let's go ahead and open this up here. There is some tape on here that makes it close. I did cut that ahead of time. It is a thick tape, so I'm not sure how difficult this is going to be to get off. There we go. And it looks like there's a nice little bag for this, and it's a very nice cloth. Usually these type of things are just in either a cheap bag or you just get the box, and this is definitely looking higher quality than my other similar ones. So it does take a couple AAA batteries. Looks like the batteries are already in, and there was just this little plastic thing to keep it from turning on right away and killing the batteries. I am having a little bit of difficulty shutting this bottom. It's a little bit awkward there. It does look like it would stay shut. It's not going to open accidentally, but you have to sort of push it in real hard and then kind of jam it shut. It's definitely difficult. There we go. Alright, so now that we have the thermometer, it does seem a little bit big. I have pretty small hands, and you can see my hands are pretty thin here, and it does feel a little bit bigger than some of my other ones. I think this would be better for people with larger hands or even men. I know some of my thermometers are very thin, and I've had men complain about trying to use them, as it is quite difficult. So let's go ahead and test this out. So, looks like my batteries are already low. It's not like the screen's lighting up, but it just says low. So unfortunately that plastic did not actually help any. And it is a little bit weird that it's just saying like low and then it has a Celsius. But it didn't, like normally it would just say like low or, okay, so I guess now it's working. It doesn't want to make up its mind, I suppose. So this looks like it's the room. There's like a little house up in the corner. So let's change the mode. Now we got sort of like a little person there. It is a little bit hard to see. It's not so hard to see when I light up the screen, but I do see that it's not coming on the video as well. And then it looks like just the house and the people. On the item itself, it said there was like 3 modes. So I'm wondering if maybe you just use the house mode for both room temperature and item temperature. I guess it does when you read the actual box here. Unlike the listing, it does just say about the forehead, or you could have the object temperature. So I guess object and room does make sense, but it said it was like a 3-in-1, so that is a little bit confusing on the instructions themselves. So other than that, we have like the Celsius and the Fahrenheit, and they switch back and forth. Definitely easy. Then we have, looks like a button to turn it off, so you could temp your baby without listening to the beeps, because otherwise there's like a beep every time you temperature things, and that definitely will wake them up if you're trying to like take the temperature of a baby who's running a fever at night. So that's definitely great. Overall, it looks like it's temping about right. My room is roughly 65 over here, so the room temperature does seem to be working correctly.